Top 5 greatest featherweights of all time in the UFC. Let's see what he's got to say. His honorable mention is Frankie Edgar. Interesting. Starting at number 5, you got Conor McGregor. This is an interesting take because it's going to be between him and Ilia Topuria for this number 5 spot. It's like Conor got the win over Jose Aldo, who was the GOAT at the time. Ilia Topuria got a knockout win over Alexander Volkanovski, who's the featherweight GOAT. As well as then their second best wins is Chad Mendes for Conor McGregor. And for Ilia Topuria, it would absolutely be Max Holloway. So it's absolutely up for debate. You can argue that Ilia's is slightly better, and I wouldn't disagree with you on that. Which means next up you have Ilia Topuria. So it's kind of an interesting debate because at the very top, at their best, Conor's resume and Ilia's resume is very comparable, but I would give the slight edge to Ilia. Then as you kind of go down further into the resume, I'm going to be 100% honest, Ilia's wins are not super impressive to me. Being the likes of Josh Emmett and Bryce Mitchell, it just doesn't scream amazing to me. Now, I'm not saying that Ilia Topuria isn't an amazing fighter, because he is. But then when you take a look at Conor's resume earlier in his featherweight run, he was fighting the likes of Dustin Poirier, Dennis Seaver, not a great win, beating Max Holloway, a younger version of Max, but it was also a younger version of Conor. So it's kind of up for debate. I think that they're actually very close in terms of accomplishments in the featherweight division. Number 3, you got Max Holloway. I 100% agree. I'm going to be 100% honest. A lot of times it kind of seems like Max Holloway gets put over Jose Aldo just because he beat Jose Aldo twice. But just because you beat a fighter does not mean that you accomplish more in the sport than them. So I 100% agree. Max is number 3. I've said this a million times, and I'm going to say it again. Jose Aldo is becoming one of the most underrated champs of all time. People seriously do not appreciate how fantastic his run was at the time. And I understand that the featherweight division at the time wasn't as strong as it is today, but he fought who was there at the time. He fought the best of who he could, beating the likes of Uriah Faber. Did you guys watch that fight? That was disgusting. He beat a much better version of Korean Zombie than, for example, Alexander Volkanovski did, right? He did fight some very legitimate competition. Chad Mendes twice, Frankie Edgar twice. Like, how can you not put him at number 2? Which means Alexander the Great Volkanovski is number 1. I used to think Aldo was greater because he had more title defenses, and he did fight very strong competition in his own right. But I think that Volkanovski's 3 wins over Max Holloway is greater than any win in Jose Aldo's career. The only caveat you can say with that is the fact that if you beat the same opponent over and over again, it doesn't have the same impact as if you're beating a wide variety of different fighters, which I agree with, but Max did give Volk all he can handle in the second fight, so I can't really say that too much in this case.